I told you about the at the gas station, didn't I?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You told me about that, man. I was like, oh man, just so disheartened about that, man. That's our city, boy.
Hey, you remember I told you what was that last year? Coney Island.
Oh,
Remember?
too damn much. Yeah, too much, man. Too damn much. Let me see. Yeah, we are on live, and as you can see, we got the Kings in the building. Hey, thought I would check in with you guys, man. Give you guys another minute to get your beverage, do whatever you need to do, because it's about to be on. Because we got plenty to talk about, and
Just don't talk about it.
oh yeah. Even though our boy Morgan don't want us to talk about it, we gonna talk about it. Yeah,
We need to.
need to talk about it.
Real bad.
Too much, man. Too much.
Man.
Yeah. Definitely praying everyone is having a good evening. It is yours truly, the incredible DJ Bow in the building. Max Black ready to go. Get this party started.
Indeed.
Oh man. Well,
Oh.
you make sure my other window up so I can make sure I see what the folks are talking about. Well, all I gotta say is welcome to the foundation, man. It is yours truly, the incredible DJ Battle in the building. Hey man, you know how we do. It's the dynamic duo in full effect. It's only right that I take it up to the Motor City. Hey, what's going on up there in your neck of the woods, Max, Mr. Great?
Man, 80-some degree weather.
Oh my goodness.
Man, yes. Man. Oh man. Beautiful weather, man. Beautiful weather. I'm just glad the transition happened because I was down, man.
Oh my goodness.
That change of weather, boy. Man, we was in the 40s at night, 40s and 50s, man. And then jump all the way up to 70 to 80. You know, I think that's flu weather, man. But hey, I'm loving it while we can, man, because you know here it might be a tornado, thunderstorm,
Hurricane like down here?
yeah, hurricane, a water spout. I mean, up here, shit, you get it all.
Yeah.
The only thing I had one time, it was an earthquake that shook over here. That was the only time. One time. That was a badass earthquake.
Yeah, and we don't want no parts of that. But anyway, we're gonna jump straight into the experiment time, basically letting you guys know that hey, it's a couple kings up in here. We're just gonna catch up in between the few topics that took place in between the last show and this one. And we don't want no problems, no legal issues, none of the above. And why is that, Max, Mr. Great?
Entertainment only, baby. Entertainment only.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And hey, it's been a rough week, man. Especially up in your neck of the woods, man. I see the folks up there, man, got the picket signs out, ready to, they striking, and all the big three have went on strike up there, man. What's the temperature up there now that the strike is in full effect, and why are these folks wilding out up there? Man? Why are they striking? What's going on?
Well, let's be honest. All of them ain't striking.
Oh, okay, not all of them. Okay.
No, they said Friday. Yeah, Friday, if they don't get the agreements together, then they're gonna start, other plants gonna start striking. To me, this sounds retarded. Sound retarded to me. Because the fact is, if you doing contract for everybody should be striking. It shouldn't be just 2-3 plants striking and then say you're gonna get a contract. What that means, all they doing is making a stockpile of while you working, they're building it up. So then when you off work, shit, we ain't worrying about it because the car's already the average car right now is $40,000-$60,000.
Yeah.
That's the average price for any type of new car.
Yep.
$60,000 if you want to have everything in there. But it's sad, man, because I was just talking to my boy about it, and I was telling him, like, he was talking about stockholders and all that. And I was saying to him, I was like, yeah, but what about the employee? Well, what about them? They should do this, they should do that. And I was like, I hear you, but I mean, if they're not working, 90% of these places where the company is at, or the where they're having their assembly lines and stuff, all the area around them is affected.
Yeah.
Because you got all them workers that maybe go to the store or go get lunch or go get this, might have 50 or 70 orders. I done seen that, when I was working down in Westland.
Okay.
Yeah, when I worked down in Westland, we would get an order and there'd be like 15, 20 orders in the morning for breakfast, and then lunch, and then dinner. And that's how a lot of these smaller places, how they get their money and thing,
Yeah.
So it's going to be terrible if they all strike at once, because it's going to hit the economy so devastating, because we already they already don't pay you enough. Half them people, if you make 70 or 80,000 and stuff, so the taxes and buying everything else, so you just as much as somebody who made 40,000.
Yeah.
You buying the same thing.
Yeah.
So this is sad though, but they need to stand up, man. Sometimes you got to stand up, man. It just messed up, especially, people who always getting increasing, like she got her pay increased 30% during this whole time and everything. And then she, well, they could have did stock and they could have did this.
Oh, it's just, based off the performance, with the shares, yeah, okay. You're talking about, you got a 33% increase, you making what, 30 million a year. I mean,
more than that, probably.
And they're like, why can't your employees make, get a similar type of increase? And you just sitting there trying to look cute, and but I got my 30. Look, everybody else. That's my was. You just be real with it. Just say, because I can. Fuck them. Like it's on Dave Chappelle. Fuck them.
Yeah.
I got my 30 mil. It is what it is. I'm CEO.
Yeah.
You don't like it, leave. Because at the end of the day, that's what it really is, just, they don't give a fuck about you. You get your little change, and the days of being able to retire at them type of places and live comfortably, they've been over, man.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I left that piece a long time ago. I was like, I can't see myself there, man. It's a game. You know what I'm saying? You'll get your weight up, and then they'll change the rules up, or lay you off, or buy out your pension, hire a temp worker to take your place. I mean, it's a cycle. It's a vicious cycle.
Yeah.
Definitely salute to everybody that that work at the big three, and and still believe in it. But I was like, man, I can nah.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah, but hey, you know what? This reminds me of the same thing that our old governor did. He cut all the from recreation to all that stuff, cut all that stuff, and gave himself a raise. So you cut all the stuff that need to be able to run the place, and you give yourself a raise. You keep giving yourself raises. You keep getting raises.
Pat himself on the back.
This is the same thing. It's hard, man, now to be in these plants, man, with all this 1 minute you work, and then they lay you during the changeover period, you gotta take your vacation then. You know what I'm saying? Forcing everybody to take their vacation in July. You know, then don't want to have them. They don't want to have them their own personal vacations where they can leave, whatever. It's horrible, man. It got so bad, man. Because I remember when my cousin, he used to go a time of the year, he would go hunting when the time with the deer thing. They ain't letting that stuff go no more, man. They say you got to be on the line, and we give you these 2 days or 2 or 3 weeks off, and that's your 2 or 3 weeks off. Sad.
Yeah, it really is. And you know, we definitely gonna keep our eyes on the situation because like Max said, if it does hit the fan and everyone really is in solidarity and they decide to shut it down, it's gonna be a trickle down because it's not only gonna affect the primary companies, it's gonna affect the companies that support it, like the restaurants and the transportation, so then you gotta worry about getting stuck up and robbed,
Man.
So
Woo!
yeah, it's just we don't want no parts of that.
Hey, don't, and this the crazy part, man. They talking about the strikers, whoever do the striking thing, they're gonna give them $500 a week. But you know they're gonna tax it.
Oh yeah.
So you get $500 a week compared to when you was bringing home $800 a week. And you know, a lot of people got these Cardinals, got these big ass houses, trying to get these boats, doing all types of stuff. That shit is gonna be ugly.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like I say, definitely pray that cooler heads prevail and they work it out and they do right by the workers. But I ain't gonna hold my breath on that. I already know what's gonna happen. They're gonna be like, well, leave, motherfucker, leave.
Go back to Apple.
We get these. Oh, they gonna take. No, tell me she gonna take the Buffalo Bills owner words. You don't like it here? Go back to Africa. I'm like, look here, bitch. But we gonna chime in on that later. We going to the next topic, man. This one right here, our man Neon Deion doing the damn thing in Colorado, basically, and turned it into an HBCU, and just flat out just turned into everybody's university because everybody is welcome to go there. And the brothers hitting success at I guess it's safe to say at a alarming rate because no one predicted that he would do as well as he's doing right now. Especially with having him on a 21 underdog to TCU, and they beat them, then lined them up against Nebraska, which I didn't really expect much out of Nebraska. Beat them. And the Colorado State game was probably the most interesting up to date, because with so much animosity from the opposing coach, and and basically letting he let his players play, they play dirty. But to me, this is old. That's like old school football. You know what I'm saying? That's you should, if you think what you saw happen to Travis Henry with the cheap shot on the on that hit, even when it was a cheap shot, but they understand that that's football. That happens.
Hey, that wasn't no cheap shot.
Nah, I mean,
it wasn't no cheap shot because you were going for the ball and you didn't get the ball, but I'm already ready to hit you.
Yeah,
I'm about to put the wood on you. Back in the day, that was, man, that's where I say, football, it's kind of hard to look at football now because I'm used to seeing people getting drilled where you hit somebody and you see them flip, or or you hit somebody and then they lay out. I'm used to old football.
Yeah, see, Max is taking it down. He's taking it back down memory lane because he used to be one of those type of players that would hit like that and put brothers out and have them flipping like a fish out of water. I was a witness to that type of plays. But they're definitely hating on Deion, man. You gotta, y'all, if y'all gonna talk crap about the brother, you got to look at him at the press conference.
Mm-hmm.
You got to look at him. You got to hear him talk his shit because he earned it. Y'all, and everyone's doubting him. They got the big game up against Oregon, and if anything, his impact is really shaking up a lot of
Coaches.
The powerhouse programs, the
Yep.
the strong legacy programs like Alabama and
Yep.
USC and Notre Dame, Clemson. You know, they used to have a stronghold on athletes, and for obvious reasons, we knew they was paying them in some shape, fashion, or form, even when it was illegal. We know they
Yeah.
was paying them in some shape, fashion, or form, because I know some players that done got hit off. But you
Yeah.
know, but now that it's legal to get NIL money, now it's like, you know, I can go play for Dion and still get my paper.
Yeah.
And you know, I'm playing with somebody that know the game and know it on a level who did it at the highest level. You know what I'm saying? Not only in football, but baseball as well. So they mistake they truly mistake his confidence from being cocky. You know what I'm saying? And if you really want to know how to beat Dion, do what my school did. My Eagles, my NCCU Eagles, they didn't talk. They just showed up silent, let them get all the press time, even extra press.
Yeah.
Okay, get y'all press time. And then we just smashed them.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's how you do it. But once you give them bulletin board material,
Man. Hey, all I be thinking about when he be on there talking must be the money that's turning me on. He dancing. Must be
the money. This one enjoying life to the fullest.
man. Hey, I'm loving it, Dion. Go ahead, man. Although I wish you would have stayed with the HBCU, but hey, like he said, this is gonna be a path where people can come and shine, since you know. But I'm just, to me, I like saying, you know, they just now put it on ESPN and all that. Now the HBCUs got these major contracts, so people on television to be able to see them when they didn't. You know what I'm saying? So I wish he would have stayed a little longer and you know, worked with them kids a little bit longer. You know what I'm saying? Because if you good, man, it's gonna stand out, man.
Yeah.
Look at son. Look at both of them.
Hey, I love it. I love it, man. His sons are doing it, man. They making good money, you know, really. And if you really honestly think about it, you know, now they have more of an incentive to stay in school. You know, they ain't got to be so eager to jump to the pros no more. They could live comfortably just in college.
Yep.
You know, and if you don't make it, you got enough money stacked to the side where you can start your own venture. What's wrong with that? You know?
Yeah. That's what it's supposed to be about anyway, college.
Yeah.
That's where you better find yourself.
Yeah.
The way you find yourself, you know, like when you go from high school, you think you want to go in one perfection, but once you get into college and you start finding out what you got to really do and this, change your mind. So this is, to me, this is a success for the kids, you know. And thanks Dion for all the new commercials, you know, Kentucky Fried Chicken, and he's doing all of the commercials now.
Just don't do it, Jerry Rice. Don't do it, Jerry Rice, though. Do it, Jerry Rice. He had the helmet with the piece of chicken in front of him. Just don't do that, please. Oh my goodness, that was terrible, horrible.
A chick bone in his helmet mouth, and then 40
He got the beer cans on the side of that. The Smith Smart Liquor Bull. Like, come on, man. Come on. But yeah, man, definitely, you know, like you say, man, that's what it should be about anyway. They try to make it about, well, it's about being, you know, amateur and you know, get an education. But y'all motherfuckers making, you know, Jimbo Fisher, $100 million contract. You know, Jim Harbaugh, like $8 or $9 million contract a year. So let's kill that BS. We ain't trying to hear that bullshit. It's about the money. Make college so that they don't even have to go to class. Have them have the option to go, because they're bringing money to your school anyway, and get them the opportunity to finish at a certain, you know, once they're done playing football. Because keep in mind, you can't go working, you know, prepare for football on the level, on the rate that they, or the level they're doing it, and keep the books together. You know,
man, hey, got to be up at 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning, go do some weightlifting.
Yeah.
Classes be around about like 7, 8. Then after that, you got a couple more classes. Then you go training again around about 2 or 3. Then you got another class at 5 or 6. Then by the time you get home, get to your dorm, you burnt out. So I you know what? I just be amazed when I be hearing the college kids that like being engineer or doctors,
Yeah.
you know, and at the same time, you know, having a 4.0, and you know, at the same time while they playing sports, them the ones who's amazing to me, man.
Yes, indeed.
Because I don't see how they do it. Damn, you know, you ain't getting no sleep. There's no sleep, man. You know, 8 hours, they'll never see 8 hours worth of sleep if you're doing sports and you're going to school full time.
Yeah.
Especially in the college thing, because it's demanding, man. It's Saturday, you might have to work out. Sunday, you might have you working out. You know, you might work out 5 days out of the week.
You have to stay in shape. There's no way you can get out of shape. You have to stay well conditioned. And you know,
eating too, bro.
You got to eat like a
you
horse.
Eat like a horse, man. How you think you got 300, 400 pounds on the field, man? They got it, man. You know how much food they had to be consuming? That's all day.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you see a bunch of fat ones too. I ain't talking,
the line.
I'm talking about fat, just hey, the shirt be so tight, the belly be hanging over the crouch.
Hey, you know, but they make their weight, and you know the average, and we talking about these average linemen are like, you know, 300 pounds. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, almost.
Yeah, so yeah, it's a business. So they need to stop bullshitting, stop giving these kids just a scholarship, because that ain't no way compared to having that the money, a fraction of the money that they bring to the university, or you know, just give them what they're worth, man. That's it.
Yeah.
You know, but definitely big salute to Deion. We definitely gonna see what they're gonna do this weekend, and
I hope they tear the frame out of Oregon, man.
Yeah.
I hope they do, man. But you know what?
You already got bulletin board material.
Man, it's just the bad part about it. That corner, man. He was they lockdown corner and when they
wide receivers. That's a double blow.
Oh.
So what you know, Deion said next man up. So you know, it's still gonna be a highly watched football game. And the amazing thing is that Colorado State game, I think I want to say they said it was the highest rated football game online to date. So that's, man, the buzz he's getting is tremendous, and it's a lot of envy going around. You know, that's why you hear that bullshit. The Colorado State coach said, basically talking about, you know, my parents teach me to take my hat off and glasses from folks. That motherfucker, why you getting? So you trying to say his mom ain't raised him right, you know, and Deion addressed it appropriately. Mama was like, motherfucker, I teach my motherfucker. I teach him to smack your ass too. Don't get it twisted. I teach him to smack your ass too. That's what Deion got it from. He got it from his mama. So,
man, you know what, that you know, that sunglass stuff, that people don't realize he might have to wear them sunglasses because he might have a real bad stigmatism. Like I had to wear sunglasses. I basically had to wear sunglasses all the time. That's probably from like the nightlife, you know, being out at night and all that stuff and the glare and everything. But for him to say that, you never know. You can't just go ahead and say he disrespectful because he's wearing sunglasses. But Deion said, I've been wearing sunglasses forever, just about.
Yeah.
What is that? What is the money?
Must be the money. You know, Deion record is cleaner than his player that laid that dirty hit. We're not gonna get into that because I don't want to put him out there like that. But definitely gonna transition out of that one and go to the next topic. Y'all gonna find this one interesting, I'm sure, because I like this one right here, man. This little cat right here out of Chicago. His name is Kane Johnson. It's a hell of a name too, right?
Yes.
You know, so of course, he go to class. You know, it's that time of the year when Columbus Day come. You know, that's like one of them holidays that's real controversial. You know, to the
Mhm.
average American, it's like, oh, it's Columbus Day. You know, that's when Columbus discovered America. But this little brother right here, King Johnson, his people, his people got him on, man. They tell him the truth. They do the same thing I tell my kids. I'm like, look, I tell my kids, except he took it a step further because I tell my kids, you know, when you learn history in school, look at it like fiction. Look at it like you just learning, you just getting a good, you just gonna take what they give you and get a good grade in it. You know what I'm saying? And but you're gonna get your real history at home. But King Johnson, this little brother, he confronts, look, he writes down on a sheet of paper. He said, today was not a good learning day. Blah, blah, blah. I only wanted to hear you not talking. You said something wrong, and I can't listen to hear lies. I said, ooh. I said, oh boy, you on the radar now, buddy. And of course, he said, my mom said that only Christopher we need to acknowledge is Wallace because Columbus didn't find our country. The Indians did, or really the natives, but
Yeah.
you know, Columbus gave them that name, the Indians. But anyway, I like to have Columbus Day off, but I want you to not teach me lies. That's all. Hey, kids, you know what I'm saying, don't have no filter. You know, they, you know, especially, you know, our kids, you know, if some I tell my kids we don't need that kind of attention. You're gonna get your history at home anyway. I don't expect them to teach you correctly about history because you know they're gonna perpetuate a lie, just to put it bluntly. Yes, we can talk about it.
Y'all wanted to be slaves, you know? Wanted to be slaves.
No.
Hey, y'all told them to put them in chains. Hey, look, man, take them chains, put it on my wrist and my leg, and then I'm gonna walk, and then you can sell me, man, to anybody, man. And then you can just beat me on my back. You know, I like that. You know what I'm saying? I like that stuff.
That's not like DeSantis. That's DeSantis history right there. That's Florida's history right there.
Hey, what's
Yeah.
Ain't that the same thing?
Same thing.
Trying to change the narrative, man. They always do that, man.
Yeah.
I used to hate it. I used to hate the history class. The only class that I did like back in the day was like when I was doing about Old Testament. You know, when they was going back talking about the Greeks and all this stuff, because to me, that showed me how America was when I was younger, from the Romans and stuff. People, they consider themselves better than everybody, and then they downplay their own people who's actually the ones who created that empire, put them in slavery, you know. And they did a lot of the same stuff the Romans did, same thing over here in America, you know, enslaved their own people.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. And what I would tell anyone, you know what I'm saying, if you had any elders or if you know, in your family, you know, most people tend to ignore, you know, the elders, like, oh man, you don't know what the hell you talking about. Bruh, you better get that knowledge from them, get that wisdom, get that history, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, that's where that's as close as you're gonna get to actual history, you know, because if you're expecting somebody that, and first of all, that's new here on the grand scheme of things to teach you about your history, then you're in for a rude awakening. You know what I'm saying? And put it bluntly, you know what I'm saying? Of course, they gave us all the name Black, you know, but really, we're from. If you really want to look at it, this whole land was occupied by different tribes from east to west. You know what I'm saying? Not just America, but the whole North America or even South. You know, you look at the old Indian maps, you can pretty much see which tribe controlled which land. And I'm sure it probably was even more tribes back then. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, they did a mass genocide and, you know, basically took land from the 13 colonies all the way down to the, you know, Louisiana Purchase, further out west. You know, these are all different tribes you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? So a lot, and if you're blessed enough to have elders who have a paper trail or have documentation, it can go back many generations. You'll come to find out that you was here the whole time. You know, some of you. You know, a lot of you were. Only
Yeah.
not everyone was. Not a lot of folks were really transported here from, you know, from Africa, because a lot of the native people in all the lands, and whether it's North or South America or any other place, Australia, were dark people anyway. You know what I'm saying? So that's the main thing they try to. That's the main thing they try to wipe out of history. They try to figure out ways on how they can rewrite it. That's why you got, you know, Florida and other states trying to get on board with trying to rewrite history again, because they know it works.
Yeah. What this will used to be called Turtle Island.
Yeah, yeah. 'Cause
That's
it's like
something
a
that
turtle.
nobody don't want to talk about either. I never heard that, man, that was put in none of the history books or anything back in the day. They never ever talked about that. Because, you know, like the continents was all just smashed together.
Yeah,
And so when they divide and they start shifting and stuff, some people's on that side, some people's on that side. Then then when I heard about the part when they was walking from the Antarctica, I mean from the North Pole over here to this part of the land, because it was land that was connected to overseas.
yeah.
It was all one connected island. But
Yeah.
you know, you'll never know that because they wanted to say that the world was flat.
Uh-oh. And we got some flat earthers out there. We'll touch on that later. You know what I'm saying? You know, because, you know, hey, everybody has their point of view. You know, me personally, I don't think it's flat, but you know, some people do. And that's a you know, that's a discussion I'm more than welcome to have, you know. So, but I definitely salute King Johnson's people, man, for having him on point, because you know, a lot of kids need to hear that, you know what I'm saying? And it really comes down to they don't want to deal with the guilt. The fragility of some people's ego is just so soft and so bad that they would just rather try to not even talk about what the real history or sugarcoat it. It's just much easier to not deal with it. And I think that's what another thing that, you know, they're trying to do. But ain't it ironic that, you know, it's easy to find pictures of, you know, of lynchings and they standing proudly,
Yes.
you know,
Yes.
like they just hunted a deer smiling, you know.
Yes.
We got those pictures. You can't hide that shit no more. We got, go ahead and just keep telling the truth. Tell the truth. I mean, it doesn't make us look at you any different or make you more guilty, but just own up to it. The country don't even want to own up to it.
Nope. Hey, y'all made the Germans do pay the Jews, man, and do all that stuff. You know, it just don't make no sense to me, because we already know, if you notice the history and you see what's going on, all the darker nationalities are treated different than the lighter nationalities over there in China, even in Africa.
Global.
You know, everything is light and dark. And it's just been like this for years and years, man. And we can't stop it, because it's never ain't gonna be able to stop, because nobody don't want to talk. They don't want to tell the truth. They want to keep everything under hush. You know, no, we ain't gonna talk about that. No, just don't talk about that. Just don't talk about that. That's the first thing they want to say. Don't talk about it. You
That
need
was
to
the
talk about
past.
it.
That was the past. It ain't relevant no more.
How you gonna get over it when it keep coming up in your face? The past, hey, they keep on talking about the past, but every day we watch the news and we watch stuff. It's still the future. You still
current.
right now.
Current. Yeah, that's it. Current.
You wake up, you say, tomorrow, I hope nobody, and then as soon as you get up in the morning, cop led a black woman in the truck.
We'll get to that, man. We'll get to that, man. We got another story to transition to, a little bit more serious than that, man. And we talking about on the left coast in LA, man, where, you know, two beautiful sisters, man, that were two models, man, killed in LA, you know, in a similar fashion. Both were models, both beautiful, both aspiring to be great, and foul play.
Yep. Well, they're in their 30s, both of them too.
Yeah,
right?
both very young.
You know what? Like, I try to tell them, money don't make happiness. Sometimes you gotta be happy within yourself, and then you dealing with all these psychopaths out here. You know, this generation. I had to say, the generation behind us, they think everything a video game where you can do stuff and you get away with it, and then nothing happened. You know, murder, basically. You know, especially the way how they said with one leg up.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, oh man, that's
You know, and then the other part is, both of them was on dates.
yeah,
So sometimes you be dating. When you dating people, you need to figure out who exactly you dating and let people know what's going on. You know, best thing to do, ladies and stuff, if you getting in a thing or talking to somebody, take a picture of the license plate, take a picture of the ID if you can.
yeah.
Get their address, you know. You got to take a picture of the car and the license plate. That's the number one thing you need to have, you know, and let somebody know. Even if you ain't letting your mom and daddy know, let somebody know that you can trust that if something happened to you, look, this the license plate, this what he drove, this how he looked, this is his name, this is his stuff. But you know, this generation behind us, man, man, because all you ever hear is they talk about Molly, X, you know, all these drugs and, you know, drinking and taking drugs and all that stuff. That's why I say it's so scary, man, because you got a lot of these young women being enticed and stuff and being groomed and then when they get caught up in something, they don't have nobody, so they let them know, and it's too late. You know, Jeffrey Dahmer.
Oh, it's terrible.
Hey, Ted Bundy. You
Terrible.
know, you'll never know. You know, Ted Bundy looked like the average white guy with nice cheekbones and, you know, and he was just murdering everybody, man. You never know. You know, people's mind is
Gone. It's
yeah, it's sad, man. It's sad. Sad.
It really is. And I think what you said was a good gesture, you know, to get a picture of everything, let somebody know, license plate, the brother name, get an image of them, where y'all
Phone
going,
number.
phone, everything, man. And you know, and in my mind, if you know, if a brother's truly good with his intentions, he won't mind it. He won't mind you taking the pictures and information. He should be understanding. If you get offended and be like, hell no, I ain't take you nowhere. If you gotta do all that, all right, then you ain't got to do it. So that's a red flag. Yeah, I mean he got an agenda with him. So yeah, it's tough, man, in the dating world, especially in you know, in the places like LA or any other high profile city where folks aspiring to be, you know, in entertainment, whether it's modeling or acting or, you know, music, you know, it just seemed like whatever the circle of men that they were dating, you know what I'm saying, they must got a lot of paper and they done this before, you know what I'm saying, they got it to a point, they got it down to a science, you know. So
Hey,
I hope they catch it, man.
Hey, let's be honest too. It's good for the guys to do that now too.
Yeah, guys, you gotta be careful too.
Yeah, man, because you know, like I've been in a way where the chick was gonna set me up.
See,
I was just so lucky that I did a drive-by and I saw bodies and heads all in the window and everything, and I was like, hey, wait a minute, hold on.
What are these motherfuckers doing around
Yeah,
here?
so I had to make a call, man. The call to, oh, I'm here by myself. So, oh, you lying.
Okay.
And then later on, talked to the lady, and she said that her baby daddy was waiting on him to rob me.
See, now that's something right there for her to even confess that shit. That yeah, who was gonna rob you?
Mm-hmm.
Boy, it's cutthroat out here, boy. Real cutthroat. But yeah,
Yeah.
these two models, man, was Nicole Coates and Melissa Mooney. Melissa Mooney. I'm like, oh man, these beautiful sisters' life was just cut so unnecessarily out there, aspiring to do great things in the entertainment, whether in modeling. And I just feel for the parents, the family members, because that's the last image of them is just that's gonna haunt them forever.
Yeah. Especially somebody they went into the apartment and saw her.
Yeesh.
Yeah. Dead, one leg up. When she said that, said the dad, and I think with the dad and the auntie or the dad, cousin, somebody, they went into it. And then when they went in there, saw that one leg up, and I was like, oh man.
That's terrible, boy. Terrible.
Yeah, did they rape her? Or did they, and then all they can say, said they can't even put on there if it's murder or what. I was like, you can't figure that's not murder, man.
Exactly. This person don't look like they left peacefully. They look like they was fighting for their life.
Man. And see, but that's the thing. But see, that's the other part that I talk about, the pill stuff. You know what I'm saying? With all these drugs, Seroquel and all these elucidative, the ones that have you all crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
You gotta watch your drink. Ladies, please do not leave your drink. If you got a drink there, I'm telling you, sometimes your girlfriends don't like you and you don't know it.
They'll slip some on.
They will let somebody drop something in your stuff and then let you go on ahead about your way. I don't even care if y'all real cool. I mean, sometimes you think they real cool, but they ain't cool with you. Just like what was that one when they went to Mexico?
Yeah. Cancun.
Yeah, Cancun. Yeah. People that you think cool with you, really they ain't cool with you, so gotta watch yourself around.
They got off of that too.
Man.
Man, if you're a father in that situation, you got to go hunt them down. I'm sorry.
Man, time to kill.
Yeah. I've been damn right. And I do it again. I've been like Samuel Jackson, all receded and like, God damn it, yeah, I did shoot that motherfucker, and I do it again. Shit all receding, falling out. Shit, and the gun be smoking still too, like shh. God damn, I killed that motherfucker, and I do it again. But yeah, man, definitely gonna transition out of that one, man. In this situation right here, could have been similar, man, out there in Gresham, Oregon. You got this little bastard right here that's just, approaching a woman's doorway like it was her home, like she lived in an apartment or a condo or something, like an apartment. But this was the ring camera just capturing everything nowadays, man. This bastard right got a knife in his hand, and you can hear him talking. He's like, I kill you, fucking make her bitch, and I rape your daughter. Yeah, I mean, like really, dude. Like you got you all on the ring. So it's like at this point, it's in the intent is clear because we heard you and said it out your mouth what you'll do. So we don't want to hear no mental health, no mental illness bullshit, no whatever out you try to give these people or give these crazy motherfuckers. You can't get this motherfucker. He didn't said it clear. He got close to the camera too, like, I raped your daughter.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck happened that you got to do all this, man? He got your little butter knife. What the hell, boy?
That's what I say, man. Never know.
Boy.
You might have a psychopath right next to you. That's why my trust factor is very low. You really think that out there cool with you, or she probably, what? And the bad thing about this, probably when he see her, he probably speak to her. Just like she could have probably walked in and she didn't speak to him. She had groceries and she walked in her thing and he probably mad at that. she didn't speak to me. You know, you got so many people who's they're so self-absorbent and they don't care about nobody else, man. They don't, and to me, he don't even care about his own self. Cause with you coming up there with a butter knife or whatever,
and no shirt.
Yeah, so like, hey, today's a lot of women packing. So
Ladies, stay strapped.
yeah.
Okay. You know, I just want to make sure y'all heard that, right? Y'all heard me? Look, just move the peephole out of the way.
Man,
Damn gun. Boom.
man.
Just open the door, unloading this cat. You know what I'm saying? It's justified because you and said he trying to harm your daughter. So obviously ain't no man in the crib. He know enough to know there ain't no man in the crib. So you know, cause ain't no cat gonna just come to your door like that and with a butter knife and no shirt. Talking about, I'll rape your daughter. Nah, man. You know who live there and you know who's not there. So that's why you feel brave.
Man, you know how man, somebody tell them they gonna just rape you, man. Wow.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
And you think that's cool? That's what I said, man. It's hard. This new generation stuff, ooh, they in bad trouble because it's like they took away all the mental hospitals,
big mistake,
you know, institutions and stuff like that. So 90% of the people who are mentally ill, sure, they out there. I'm out here.
Too much.
I'm ready to put some violence on the dude too. Shit, doing all that crazy shit, all that crazy talking. Walk up there and kick him in his nuts and take that butter knife and cut his throat with it.
Yeah. Nah, come through blast. She need to come through blasting first of all. Boom, 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 boom. Until this shit just going just empty.
Man, he a coward, man.
Yeah, but you know, yeah, the coward need to feel it though. You know,
yeah, he made sure that they ain't even there.
Rape your daughter. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you said enough right there. Like, so yeah, you know, ladies, definitely be careful out there, especially I don't care where you at. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta protect yourself. You know, if you ain't got no peace by now, you better get one. Go to the shooting range.
Get your knife too.
Yeah,
that's good.
Get real familiar with it. You know.
Yeah.
So. But anyway, man, you know, now you said what?
Get the one that shot the cattle with. Cattle prop. Shot the shit out of his ass, beat his ass.
Yeah, he need the treatment for real. That shit right there is just too much, man. You know, I know a lot of ladies that just scared of guns, don't believe in guns. Look at these cats. Look at cats like this. Look at the video with him. You know, or you see what's going on, like in the previous story we talked about. You know, you just got to protect yourself.
Yeah.
Got to.
And you got man boobs.
Yeah. Sorry though. I hope they catch his ass, throw his ass in the joint, but I hope somebody put a hole in his ass first. You know, so that type of motherfucker, I hope he gets shot. You know what I'm
saying? Wrong color, brother.
You know, fuck, don't matter.
He gonna get a Subway meal. He was like, hey, what you? They gonna be riding down to the station. What you want to eat, man? Man, I love me some Subway.
Want a meatball sandwich, a meatball sub. That's he's like the type motherfucker eating damn meatball sub
with mayonnaise.
Plenty of mayonnaise on. You know, can I get one more packet of mayonnaise, please? Sit your ass down. Shit. Yeah, man. On to the next story, man. Back to Deion Sanders to the state, man. Colorado. But this story right here is jacked up, man. You know, this 20-year-old man, you know, my thing is for officer, if you're gonna pull somebody over near a train track or on the track, make sure they get off the damn track, please.
No. Why would you park your car on the track? And you an officer.
Officer, why you got your car? Why you got your car on the on the train track, and you know you hear in the background, and you hear the ground rumbling. That ain't nothing that just come up quickly.
Nope.
You
And that light,
you
and
get the
got that,
light ringing,
you see that
flash.
light all the way down there, man. That light bright as hell, man. When you
That
see-
light be bright as hell at nighttime. You see that big one light that just shine at the front. That one headlight.
Ugh. She's a beautiful young lady too.
Yeah, you see how that Carly Bass running from the car.
Yeah.
Oh,
Man,
shit.
hey, I was watching that just a few seconds ago. I couldn't, I was like, damn. He was like, oh shit, a train.
Oh shit.
You already know the train was coming. He
But
didn't blow the, hey, didn't you hear the horn blowing too?
Oh shit, about to see how tough these cruisers really are. They could have killed her instantly.
Yes, man. Yes. And I wonder how he had her handcuffed. That's what I want. Because she was in the back,
Mm.
you know, for a traffic violation. And then now she, you know, some medical attention was needed to her. You know, she lucky she alive, man. Period. You know, now that guy, that cop, they need to handcuff him, put him in the back of a squad car, and sit him right back there where that train was.
Same scenario.
Let them hit him. The same scenario, man. That right there, that's foul, man. You know, I don't know what was on his mind. You know, he had issues. He had to have issues because, first of all, I'm not no cop. Even when I was a little kid, I always knew that you don't park your car on the train track.
Mm-hmm.
How dumb can you be? You as a police person, why is you parking your stuff? You already put her in the car. You handcuffed her, put her in the back of the car. First thing you should have been doing is moving your car off the track. But you trying to do your little duty, whatever extra stuff that you trying to play. And then all of a sudden, here come the train and you let her get hit. Oh, that should be criminal charges against him. Because that was attempted murder.
Attempted murder.
That's attempted murder, man.
Easy.
That's attempted murder.
Easy. You know what I'm saying? You don't a train just don't pop up like a tornado. You hear that shit come a long way.
Yeah.
Was this some type of dare? He'd be like, "Oh, I'll leave you in." He probably told her, "I'll leave you in this motherfucker. I'll leave you in here." And then you crazy motherfucker. Next thing you know, you see his ass running.
Yeah.
I was like, what the?
See how they cut the video though? They didn't show the whole thing. They just showed the shit that he was running and everything.
You're running. Yeah.
That's what. How did that get that video part anyway?
I was thinking the same thing. I was going to say, who filming, nigga? That's the cruiser right there.
Yeah. Was this cops? Was this on the show Cops?
Man, motherfucker just like, hey man, just follow me, man. You're gonna be in for a hell of a day today. Got the music playing. What you gonna do?
Bad boy.
Like, it's a bad episode right here, man. You know the way she looked right there, they gonna break the bank on them, boy. And she rightfully so. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that's in that situation should get tore off. It's like the second story I'm seeing uncovered like this, you know what I'm saying, with somebody on a cop has somebody on a railroad track. Last time was an old lady that was on a trail. It was her car was stuck. He kept telling her to get out. You need to get out. Like, no, son of a bitch, I'm not get out. He should have went ahead, opened the door, snatched her old ass out, and then ran off. No, what his ass do? He just saying this cat did. Oh shit! Oh shit! My donuts! Oh shit! Oh my donuts! Oh god! He more concerned about. He more concerned about the donut. Anything else? Oh, the son of a bitch! They got the red light special too. That's some bullshit. But no, seriously.
They had the donut special. 3 cents a donut. It was one of the holiday specials. Only for police.
Shit. But yeah, man. In all seriousness, though, you know, he's a foul motherfucker. He shouldn't ever. He should be in jail, man. Fuck.
Yes.
Man didn't lose a job. He should be in jail.
Yes.
You
And
know,
it's attempted murder, man. That's attempted
Easy.
murder. Everybody knows. Everybody know about trains, man. Trains can kill so many people, man.
Oh my goodness.
You know, recklessness, and then all of a sudden, you just let a person sit in the squad car and let him get hit and run away from it. Man, I don't want
I can't get that in my mind.
Look, I wouldn't want him to be a police anywhere. I don't want him to be a security guard anywhere. Anything that's dealing with people, he should not be allowed.
No.
You know, but you know, he could be a pet detective. You know, throw him in there with full of sharks and piranha.
He'll fuck Rover till he'll leave Rover in the pet detective car. Have him on the damn railroad track. We see his big ass again running away. Ooh. You know, just to catch you hard. This like the Dr. Kevorkian of, you know.
Wait a minute, Dan. Man, Dr. Kevorkian was a good guy, man. Don't say that. Dr. Kevorkian.
This dude like, hey, just tell me what's her name? Okay, what I'm doing is I'm gonna take her to the railroad track, right? Go ahead, he'll tell you how you're gonna set him to take him to the railroad track, right? Then I'm gonna handcuff him, take the key out, and run away. Now you might see me on the video running away, but I want you to be alarmed. You might see me running slow as hell, but I'm gonna get out of the way of that train. I ain't gonna get hit. I can guarantee you that.
Oh, man. Life insurance policy. He must have life insurance policy on her.
Like, yeah, see, man, I want you to take my old lady. I want you to take my old lady on a cruise, man.
Man,
cruise, you know.
Look, man, what was they said that she was arrested for?
It was like a traffic violation. Was it a traffic violation?
My mind would be so terrible, but it was something that was minor, man. It was something that
wasn't nothing worth even handcuffing.
Leaving there in the train.
None of that, man. See, you should have hired this cop, Jeezy. No,
man.
But yeah, man, we definitely, praying that this woman gets 100% full recovery, and more importantly, I hope some criminal charges go to this bastard for cowardly bastard for running and leaving this damn vehicle. I can't get the image out of my head, man. I probably have a nightmare about this shit. Like, oh shit, he go back to the car. But,
you wake up, you handcuffed.
Oh shit.
Running. You see him running, then all that.
Oh shit! You wake in the background running. Oh, hey, you ain't gonna just leave me here like this. Honey, you okay? Oh shit! Officer Bob trying to leave. He left me in the car and shit. He ran over by a train. It was 2 trains coming at the same time.
Ooh, man, that guy give you nightmares, man.
Terrible, man. It's terrible. Yeah, but we're definitely gonna transition out of that one. Now, this next story I didn't really have included on it, but I had to went away and put on it anyway, man. This shit is sad as can be, man. Especially if you're eating tilapia, that's not fresh. And this was in California, man. A woman ate a tilapia. I want to say at a restaurant. I think it was
home cooked.
Home cooked?
Yeah, she had cooked.
Okay, well, it was a home cooked tilapia, and it was contaminated. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. To me, tilapia is not a natural fish anyways. I don't fuck with tilapia like that. But for it not to be for it to be contaminated, and obviously she got all kinds of parasites and all through her body, and man, the worst thing you could think possible happened from her eating it. Of course, she got sick. She fought for her life for a long time. The parasites went all through her body to the point to where they had to amputate all her limbs, all 4 limbs. So you go from cooking tilapia, eating your meal, to being in the hospital, out, just out of it, totally out of it. And your body's ravaged because you got these parasites roaming all through it.
So, man, this right here was disgusting, man. And then the way how they said the parasites said, salt water. You might be on the beach. Then somebody get into your skin too.
Yeah.
So in wounds and everything like that. So man, this right here, this one right here, just like, and I know so many people that eat tilapia. I used to eat that when it first came out. And then, I had to jump onto my real dog. I had to jump on that pickerel, So I had to give me some fish that had some real meat to it. But yeah, man, a lot of people eat tilapia, man, and they sell that at a lot of markets, and tilapia fish is just as expensive as catfish now, So this could be anybody, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? This could be anybody.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they have all her limbs cut off, and then she got a GoFundMe page, and
Terrible, bro. Beautiful, nice looking lady too, man. To go from that to just being just a total amputee, man. That shit is concerning. And they said this kind of bacteria, it can be found in like oysters, raw oysters. So you got to be careful nowadays more than ever because it seems like more than anything they're trying to figure out more and more different ways to take people out. So I'm like this, man. Just cook my shit done. Cook it done. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck what it is. Cook that shit done. No, that steak sure is nasty. Done. I want the outside black and the inside black. I want it done. Shit.
Hey, nuclear, nuke my stuff, man. Put some nuclear fusion in it, man. I want my stuff where it's like a brick, like a piece of coal. Like,
oh my god, that shit sound terrible. Like, you know what? That nigga shit crispy. Like you buy that shit turns like charcoal.
This is that.
Yeah. Well, just got to eat some fruit. Like fuck it, fruit and vegetables. You know what I'm saying? That's some.
Now watch out for fruit and vegetables, man. You know that.
I'm
eco.
about to grow my shit. Fuck it, just grow it. You know what I'm saying? Like, or go rob the neighbor. They do got a nice little pear tree or something. Give me this shit right here, man. I'm going throughout the neighborhood, going grocery shopping. I got that kind of neighborhood. I can do that, dude. Wake up, my motherfucker squash it. My squash it, man. My zucchini at, man.
Hey, man, you come on and have some. I got some.
I got some for you. Yeah, man, I got some too, man. He be looking at my shit like, man, I was just looking at this. I knew you did. I put a marker on it. But it's like that, man. You're gonna have to really, really more than ever, get your shit local, get your food local.
Man,
this is real, man. And if you cooking some meat, y'all better get away from this medium rare shit.
Man,
from it. I be seeing people eat pork chop. Like, hey, give me a medium pork chop. I be like,
ooh,
like what?
Well, hey, let me give me a sacrifice chicken.
Sacrifice chicken. It look all crispy. They take a nice deep bite. They did a blood squirt out of it. Or rise to the top. They poke the drum with a fork, and then the blood come out of it. I'd be like, man, get me the hell up out of here. Give me the hell away from this sacrifice chicken. Y'all try to kill the golden child.
Man. Hell no! Kill the golden child.
You see that motherfucker sky turn black and shit. Demons everywhere. Yeah.
Hey, a lot of people don't know how to cook, man. It's an art form, man. It's you got to practice. Practice make perfect.
It really is, man. You can't just burn some shit up and say, "Oh, the outside look crispy." Pull it out,
man.
It look good till you take a bite and then shit just start getting dark to you. But definitely gonna transition out of that one, man. Definitely praying that woman gets, hope she become the bionic woman. They give her.
She got kids too. She got kids too.
Oh my goodness, yeah,
She had a kid too.
That's all the way terrible, man. Ah, definitely gonna pray for her, man. But on to the next one, man. Now this situation right here, man,
Oh my
we
gosh.
are, I'm all for we you know our feelings on the Uber Eats and the DoorDashes. We know it stopped at us when we go to this, to the bathroom at the gas station and you see the Uber Eats bag on the floor with the Subway sandwich, like Max said, with the Subway sandwich hanging out. You just see the feet and the pants pulled down, and you see the
Man.
Uber Eats. But these folks, man, they're like disgruntled, man. Some of these folks, and I've seen it with my own eyes because people be ordering DoorDash. I'd be like, I don't see how y'all do that shit.
Man.
Come up all pissed off, and they drop your shit off all rough on the floor. Boom.
Man. And
Shit
then put
spill
it on
out.
the ground.
Yeah, put it on the ground, shit spill out. You know what I'm saying? And I'm be like,
I don't eat nothing that you put on the ground. Once you take the food, I don't care if it's in a bag or whatever. If you got me some cooked food, I order some food, and then you leave it on the ground, and then I got to come and get it off the ground, I don't want it. Because I don't know what's in there. That's one thing. Because you laid on the ground, ant could have crawled up in there, a bug or anything could have been in there. I knew it was real bad when the people that was at the plants and stuff, they would call them and they would leave their food on the ground by the plant door.
Like anybody can pick that shit up. Oh shit,
Yes,
burrito.
yes.
Yeah, true fault. Motherfucking day.
Man.
Yeah.
And like I saw the one guy, man, at Dairy Queen. And he was a big guy and everything. And you know how the top of the ice cream was running over? So he took his hand and wiped that part of the ice cream that was running over. And I was like, I said, I know when he get in the car, he gonna lick his hand and then he gotta take that and then rub it around there. Then you gonna be touching it and everything.
On to the next one.
Yeah, man. I can't do it, man. It's just too much. It's just too much foul stuff. I like to look at the food when it's being cooked or watching the person and everything.
Looking at that, like,
yeah. Who was that? You remember the Arby manager that was peeing in the lemonade? It's sad, man. Sad. A lot of people who so angry, man.
Don't really want those jobs, but they like, what? And then they see you got a decent house, and they be like, I should have a house like that. And whip their shit out, start pushing in your lemonade. Like,
and take the head of it, bump it against the edge of it. Get every drop out.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up. But back to the subject, man. This situation, man, a disgruntled, I don't know if you want to call him a DoorDash, Uber Eats driver. He puts the food down. Of course, by this time, he knew that his tip was only like $3. So he's pissed off about that. I mean, dude, what you expect? You know what I'm saying? It was a 13-year-old kid that ordered it. And, once again, the Ring cam caught everything. Ring cam caught him and said, what did he say? Like, cheek bash or some shit. Then he spit on the food.
Man, he spit on like 3 times.
Yeah, spit on the food. So I'm like, see, this is why I don't do fucking DoorDash. None of that bullshit. But hey, y'all keep messing with them. Keep taking it as a joke. Oh, not me, not mine. I hope you got a Ring camera installed on your shit. You might see him if you zoom in good. You might see him scratch his nuts while he pull up like,
and then rub it across the rim.
You know what I'm saying? And he might have
sneeze in his hand. Don't put no hand sanitizer, nothing, then grab it, man.
Grabbing your shit, like putting it down. See, you got.
Ugh. That's
fine. That's nasty. Some disgusting shit right there, man. Real disgusting.
Man, he spit on it multiple times. It wasn't one time. He was like, two. I was like, damn. And I was like, the first thing the person gonna do is grab that bag, man, and they got all this spit on their hand, man.
Oh, I love it when it's hot.
Oh, man. Ugh.
First and foremost, learn how to cook. Everything you like, learn how to cook that shit. Don't be totally dependent on somebody else to make your favorite meal. You know what I'm saying? Because this shit can't happen. Somebody can just grab it, spit in it, whatever. Everything I like to eat, I can actually cook it from scratch. Period. Period. Max too. Max can do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? So that don't mean we don't like. We'll go out to eat occasionally. You better believe we looking at the cooks and shit.
Looking at the food.
Look at the food too, like
bubbles on it, or some foam, or is anything yellow on it, or do I see something that's brown or green that don't supposed to be on it?
And the motherfucker keep looking at from the cook window like,
hey, it's like the deal with the spatula. You remember the Coney Island, man? Oh man, I'll never forget that, man. That made me stop eating at Coney Islands a lot. Man, I was at that Coney Island. He killed that damn roach on the griddle. On the grill thing, man, and wiped it off on the edge and stuff. And then I was looking at him. He saw I looked at him. Went in the back.
Oh shit! Oh, I'll be back.
Went in the back, got a towel, and started wiping it off. Dog, that ain't clean. Everything contaminated. Everything contaminated. You done killed the roach, man. You done killed the bug.
It's cooked at a higher temperature. It burns it off. It burns it off. No worries, my friend. I give you extra burger and bacon on it too.
Oh man.
He had antennas on his burger, like
man. Got legs. Like,
oh hell no, yeah.
Got 8 legs on your burger hanging out on the side.
Feet on my arms. But yeah, that's definitely about to turn into a crime scene. You know what I'm saying? That's terrible, man.
Eat my money.
Hey, if you're gonna eat out, hey, just make sure you show up and look at the cooks. Go to places where you can see open cooks. That's first and foremost. I love going to places where I can see the cooks and they ain't like, hey, they doing their thing. You see them washing their hands. You see them. Okay, cool.
Yeah. You see him.
Trick Daddy. The Trick Daddy, huh?
Yeah.
Trick Daddy said, he had a tie.
Yeah, blew the towel, then wiped it on
the spatula.
Man.
Trick love the kids. I don't know. But yeah, man, definitely gonna transition out of that one, man. I hope that 13-year-old boy, I hope he sue the hell out of them bastard and get some paper out of that situation, because that's terrible. This the last one, man. And this one right here, man.
We ain't doing it about my man?
Which one?
The one that the HIV dude.
Oh no, I said that's too much. But we
need to talk about that one next week for sure.
Yeah, we'll lead off on that one. We'll definitely lead off on that one. Now, this brother right here, his name Xavier Howard. You know what I'm saying? Hey, got him a nice contract. You know, how much money he getting? He get about what?
90 million.
90 million. Salute, brother. Get your bread, man. Yes. Get your bread, man.
Yeah.
But it seemed like he's following the footsteps of Nick Cannon. My man say, you know what, when he getting some loving, you know what I'm saying? He like Showtime. He's still working on this pull-out game. He said, you know what? He said, you know what? First one, he was like, that's me. Second time was like, I was just about there, you know what I'm saying? And after that, when I talked to the doctor, I said, now, when you feel it in your mind, you feel it, do you pull out then, or do you wait till the feeling get to the rim? Because I think I know when to get to the third one. He got a third one pregnant. So the fourth one, he's like, you know what? Fourth one, he probably held like, fuck it, I'm just gonna let them all go.
Man, no, he worse than that, man.
What's up?
He's asking the chick to have abortions. He tell the chick that he want a baby with her, bone her, and let's say They be doing that OnlyFans and Instagram models that he been banging, you know, and the one chick she put on there talking about he don't take care of his kids' fees and blah blah blah. Like, damn, nigga, you getting $90 million?
You ain't take care of your kids with $90 million. And
$90 million?
You got 4 women paid at the same time.
Yeah, and it said the one chick said he didn't take care of the other kids, man. So, but we don't know. I'm speculating. He might be taking care of the kid, and she might be spending the money.
Yeah.
You know? So we really don't know. But, dog, you know, you need to have you a contract. You need, before you even date these women, you need to have your contract. And you get $90 million, so you probably gonna get about $40 million out of it. And you know, plus then your agent and everything. So you probably getting about like 30, 35 million. You need to go ahead and put that contract and put the $1 million on there. So if I had this baby, here's this contract, here's this money, and blah, 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 blah. Because the way you going, man, you're going to be in that situation where the child support is going to be so huge and you're not going to be able to afford it like Terrell Owens. Remember?
Yeah.
You know? Crime. You know, you think about that. You know, if I can go another thing, think about Khalees. Remember how much Nas was paying? You know what I'm saying? So you need to sit down and stop trying to date these chicks by their looks. You better get some girl with some brains, man. Cause you going ass backwards, man. And by the time when the court system get done with you, man, your ass is gonna be done. You ain't gonna have nothing, bro. Nothing.
Hold up, man. Hold up. One business. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up, man.
There's a whole bundle of money.
Yeah. You got the stacks. You got the money stacks. This is lame to begin with. They gave her fools some money. You know what I'm saying? For you didn't have a pitch even like this floating out there like that, show me that you a lame. You know what I'm saying?
You got lame people around you to take that.
Yeah. You giving these chicks money stacks, take picture with probably skeeting right now. You know what I'm saying? So you already know how the cat got done for the Charlotte Hornets, you know what I'm saying? With the old lady, the chick that set them up to get them pregnant. You got that times. That's just 4 that we know that you got out there. So ain't no telling how many more you got out there. That's just the 4 that's simultaneously right now. So you're gonna have siblings, they're gonna be all the same age, you know.
Man,
and that's cool if you got it set up like properly, like Max said. You got your village set up properly to where, you know, hey, you taking care of everything, everybody. That's you can afford to do it. You can do it. You can handle the situation.
Yeah, but I don't see it happening because the greed is so deep into that relationship because he getting bundles of money to chicks and just, you know, you're not even trying to wipe them up. You're not trying to make them partners. You're just trying to have babies. You know, just to have sex with them. Come on, man. You ain't got to do all that. He's a sad character, man. Putting all that money out there, trying to lure these women in and then getting them pregnant. And then you want to tell them to have abortions and all that other stuff. Man.
Yeah.
Sad, man. He is sad.
Yeah. I guess he'll be on the next 30 for 30, you know, the broke episode. Like, yeah.
Don't be broke.
Like, yeah, you know, it was when I got to that 13th child, man, you know, and they told him, and the judge told me I had to pay child support for about, you know, $200,000 a month. I said, I can't pay that shit, man. That eat up my contract.
Man.
Judge be like, you should have thought about that before you pulled out.
Hey, and this judge be Antoine Walker. I'm gonna give you the same thing that happened to me.
You know
Since you want to go ahead and do all that, I'm gonna give you a reason why. Yeah, man. He shouldn't have did that, man. That right there, with all the women. And then they posting it on there talking about he said this and he ain't taking care of this kid. And then he told this. I'm like, dang, how many people? And I was like, that was just number. I was on the second one reading. And I had to sit back and I had to think about twice on this. I said, wait a minute, man. Is I reading this wrong? Is this another chick? And she telling the other chick. I'm like,
They got
oh
a
my
damn.
God.
They got a damn group, huh? They got a damn
Group chat.
social group.
Man, they got their own chat line. They got their own pod.
Terrible. Yeah, and we gonna tell some more stories about this sorry ass thing. But terrible, man.
Be hanging out.
Him and Zion be hanging out. You know what I'm saying? We switch up on. They don't even. They so sloppy. They don't even know which one they stabbing. We switch up on them. They still don't know. But you know, my thing is, you know, he could have just set up properly out the gate.
Mm-hmm.
You know, hey, I'm gonna buy this cul-de-sac. I want you to stay in house 1. I want you to stay in house 2. However many you need, bro. You got the bread to do it that way. Make sure everybody get along. Make sure the kids and all their siblings get to play with each other. And you know, tell them, you know, everything's given. We're gonna do it like this.
Yep. At a big ass table like the round table, like the Camelot with all the kids and everybody in it. Yeah, this is all mine.
I can't do nothing but salute it because everybody, you know, in agreement with it, you know. But hey, it is what it is, man. We just gonna have to see how this clown show play out, you know.
Man, I don't see it happen. I see this is bad news all the way.
That and the Zion situation.
Yes.
You know, because soon as he blow a knee and it's over with.
Man.
I'm not in love no more.
Yep. And they'll be talking like that leg, talking to Magic.
Oh,
yeah. You gonna be
it's
back.
over.
You gonna be back down there, garbage man. You gonna be down there. Yeah, you gonna be doing it too.
It's over. It's over. It's over, Playboy. But it's crazy.
Once you get injured, baby, it's hard, man. It's a hard situation to get back to.
Yeah.
Especially, you know, then, you know, with child support, all that other stuff, man. Ugh. We're gonna have to have him a real good lawyer. And that right there is gonna take half your money right there. You know. The lawyer, he gonna hit you. He gonna hit you for a 30. He get you for a 33rd, 35%. Yeah, 35 to 36% a lawyer fee. So your money gone, bro. You ain't gonna have nothing, bro. And then you gotta think about it, like you say, you know he got an agent. So you know he paying his agent. You know, so
agent's like, hey, I'm just gonna get the bread while it's still going. I'm just gonna get what I can get while I can, because I know it ain't gonna last long.
Well,
start paying that child support. It's a wrap.
Man, $250,000 a month. And that might be just one kid. You know. Ugh.
It's terrible. But, you know, it is what it is. And, you know, we're going to definitely wrap it up. And before I do, man, anything you got to say to the folks before we roll up out of here?
Man, I just, I want to give a prayer out to them people up there in Rhode Island and all those up the North Coast. With all that rain and hurricane and all the flooding and stuff like that. Give a prayer out to them and prayer out to the city. I hope we can stop all this gun violence and all this other crazy shit. You know, you can't make money when people dead. That's the only way. You know, we can always talk about money, but money is useless if no person alive to use it. You know, and just want everybody to have a good weekend. You know, catch them next week, man. Same time, same station.
Oh yeah, most definitely, man. And definitely gonna piggyback on that, man. Definitely want to, you know, like I say, if you know any elders, man, get that history. Get the history from your family, the elders in the family, because so you can get that true history. I definitely commend that young man, King Johnson, for telling the truth. I love that's my favorite story tonight, right there. So
Yeah, that
definitely,
was the break one. That was the
yeah,
break.
yeah, man, definitely, and and ladies, get armed and protect yourself. Because you see these fools out here dating is more tough than ever. Because you don't know folks trying to really date you or trying to kill you. It's just so many different dynamics. So definitely protect yourself. Um, enjoy your Indigenous Day. Because that's the only day we acknowledging. And we'll see you guys next week.